Did you know that 7 years ago, cave paintings of a spaceship were found in India? And what about a tiny humanoid discovered in Chile, which may be a real alien? Never heard of it, too? Actually, none of these strange discoveries and finds can be explained by scientists. But maybe you can explain them. This is Infinity, and today I'll show you the most unusual alien finds that scientists still don't. In 2014, an unusual find was discovered in an Indian cave in the state of Chhattisgarh, which may indicate a contact between ancient people and aliens. In the cave, they found rock carvings of humanoids and a spaceship. The age of the finds is about 10,000 years. According to local scientists, the drawings depict the moment of the appearance of humanoids with distinct faces, as well as a tripod object, which apparently was their transport. Some archaeologists believe that the drawings may support the theory of so-called ancient astronauts, but archaeologists are not 100% sure. However, the locals believe that such contact between ancient people and aliens definitely took place. The locals have an ancient legend about little men who came from heaven and took with them some villagers who never returned. Theorists believe that this may indicate that in ancient times people saw, or at least guessed, about the existence of people from other planets. It's not known whether aliens really visited the territory of ancient India, but the find is definitely interesting. Perhaps we'll learn all its secrets in the future. Dogu. Japan is an interesting country that's known not only for its technologies but also for its mysteries. One of them is the Dogu, clay figurines of different shapes and sizes that have been found all over the country. A total of about 10,000 to 15,000 of these figurines have been found. These are very ancient pieces that date a period from the 14th millennium to the 4th century BC. Because the Dogu are ancient artifacts, scientists don't know exactly what they are. Their purpose remains a big mystery. Theorists believe that the Dogu are images of aliens who visited Japan long ago. The theory's crazy, but take a look at these figurines one more time. They barely look like people. However, they indeed look like aliens with their large eyes and elongated heads. Alien ship. In 2018, treasure hunter Daryl Miklos stumbled upon an unusual find at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean, in which he recognized an alien ship. Using NASA astronaut maps, as well as modern technology, Daryl plunged to the bottom near the Bermuda Triangle. Sounds like a great place to look for something supernatural or alien. Not far from the coral-covered rocks, Daryl saw a mysterious object that was also covered in corals. There were 15 formations sticking out of the sheer cliff, each the size of warship cannon. The object was larger than 2 soccer stadiums, and it was estimated that it could be up to 5,000 years old. According to Daryl, he'd never seen anything like this, so the find shocked him greatly. Interestingly, scientists have never been able to explain what exactly Daryl found in the area of the Bermuda Triangle. Could it be that the treasure hunter managed to stumble upon a real alien find? I think such a possibility cannot be ruled out. And what do you think? What exactly did Daryl Miklos find around the Bermuda Triangle? Share your versions in the comment section down below. And stay tuned, because the most interesting alien finds are further. Soon you'll see an alien in a spacesuit, a mysterious alien probe, and a humanoid that might be a real alien. Atacama Skeleton. Now, you'll see an even creepier and stranger find. In October 2003, Native American artifact collector Oscar Munoz explored the abandoned Chilean town of La Noria in the Atacama Desert and found a bundle with a small humanoid mummy. The tiny mummy was only 15 centimeters long and not badly preserved. The Atacama skeleton, or as it's also called, Ata, quickly attracted the attention of scientists and theorists. And no wonder, because it looks like a typical alien. The skeleton has an oblong skull. Unusual, right? But that's not all. In addition, Ata has only 9 pairs of ribs, as opposed to the usual 12 for humans. It's all interesting, but the skeleton like that could be self-made and dumped in the desert just to prank scientists, right? Yes. But the creepy thing is that the scientists have concluded that the Atacama skeleton is not a hoax or a fake. So who is Ata? Scientists still can't answer this question. Their versions varied and confused, so they're not fully determined who the skeleton was. The theorists, on the other hand, believe that Ata is a real alien. Betts Mystery Sphere. In March 1974, there was a huge fire on the Betts family's farm property. Later, at the site of the burned-out area of the forest, the Bettses found a strange sphere, a silver ball 20 centimeters in diameter and weighing about 10 kilograms. Unlike everything else, the sphere looked good as new, and that alerted the Betzes. They took the sphere to their house, and after a few weeks it looked as if it had come to life. When one of the family members began to play the guitar, the heavy sphere began to vibrate and make pulsating sounds in time with the individual notes. Later, the Betzes found out that the sphere acts like a boomerang. If you push it on a smooth, flat surface, it will eventually return to its starting point. Besides, the Betzes were surprised by the fact that the sphere was weather-sensitive. It always rolled over to the sunny side. Scientists have never been able to figure out what it was that fell into the hands of the Betzes. And now it'll be extremely difficult to figure out because the location of the artifact is unknown. However, the theorists are sure that there's no need to find out anything because everything's clear. In their opinion, the Betz mystery sphere is an alien probe because the sphere is against all the earthly laws of physics. Salzburg Cube. In 1885, a strange cube was accidentally discovered in an Austrian factory. It was an oval stone weighing about 1 kilogram. The most interesting detail was a small, deep in the object, which attracted the attention of scientists. They suggested that the cube, which they dubbed the Salzburg Cube, had meteoric origin. However, this version was denied. Many skeptics and theorists said that the cube could not have anything to do with meteorites because its surface has no traces, which are formed by the passage of atmospheric layers. The theorists believe that the cube is 20 million years old and that it represents something alien. This may be indicated by the fact that the object consists of iron and carbon in proportions typical of blast furnace iron. That is, the Salzburg Cube can have artificial origin. Age of 20 million years, artificial origin, and debunked version about meteorites. In my opinion, all this may indicate that the find indeed may be alien. If you go to the Nazca Desert in Peru, you can find a huge number of large geoglyphs, giant ground patterns. Geoglyphs of Nazca, or the Nazca Lines, were created between 500 BC and 500 AD. It's simply impossible to estimate their full scale from the ground because geoglyphs are too big. On the average, they reach 50 meters in length and 20 centimeters in depth. But from the air, such figures can be seen very well. Most of all, we're interested in the drawing of a person wearing something resembling a round helmet. Scientists don't know what exactly is depicted in this drawing, but theorists believe that it shows an astronaut. But how is it possible if geoglyphs appeared more than 1,000 years ago? According to the version of many theorists, the ancient locals depicted an alien in a spacesuit who once visited Earth. But that's not all. The sheer scale of the images, as well as the strange choice of objects, has given amateur scientists a reason to believe that the geoglyphs served as landmarks or runways for alien aircrafts. Many conspiracy theorists tend to believe the same thing. Peruvian skulls. The fact that the Nazca Lines may have served as runways for aliens is indicated by another interesting Peruvian find. It was discovered on the Paracas Peninsula by one archaeologist. In 1928, he found an unusual burial site with the remains of more than 300 people. It was unusual because of the strange and eerie skulls, which immediately attracted the attention of scientists. The elongated and large skulls clearly do not resemble human skulls. It felt as if they belonged to a different race of humans or aliens. This was also indicated by the fact that the weight of these elongated skulls was greater than that of normal human skulls. Scientists have never been able to explain the find and come to any single version. According to the first version, the people to whom the skulls belonged were not indigenous to the region and were hybrids of different races of people. According to the second version, the people to whom the skulls belonged were indigenous to South America and had deformed their brain pans intentionally throughout their lives. Theorists, on the other hand, believe that the skulls found in the Paracas Peninsula belong to aliens. This may well be the case, as aliens are often depicted with such elongated heads. That's all, guys. Which of these alien finds surprised you the most? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and see you later.